Hey everybody, I'm Bean, that's Bagel. We're here to review a couple candy bars. One is the Milky Way salted caramel, and the other one is the Chocolatey Payday. So we thought they would be semi-comparable, and we would just try them out, see what they're like. They're ones that we haven't seen before, and wanted to share them with you. So we thought maybe if you haven't heard of them too, that you might find it interesting. So we're gonna start with the Milky Way salted caramel, and initial thoughts are, I'm not a big Milky Way eater, so I'm actually kind of curious about this one. It's not like a candy bar that I get all the time, so I'm not super familiar with Milky Way. It's milk chocolate, so it's not dark chocolate. And Milky Way it's to me, it kind of resembles like Snickers, like and maybe the texture is not like Snickers though. But milk chocolate, caramel, salted caramel, like I said. I don't get a lot of salt from the caramel at this bite, with my first bite. I did get a huge chunk of salt, and it kind of hurt my teeth. Yeah. That hurt.
I didn't know salt could hurt your teeth. Like, it was hard.
It was the hard part.
I think that salted caramel a lot of times does need a darker chocolate with it. Not always, but I think that in this case, with the sweetness level, dark chocolate would be better, but it's not a bad candy bar. Any thoughts?
I put too much in my mouth to talk right now. I disagree with the dark chocolate thing because I prefer milk chocolate. So I don't think it's one that I'd buy again though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I would either.
The caramel outweighs the chocolate. I wouldn't say that it's not a good balance, but you just, like I said, I mean, I took a bite and I felt like it was all caramel, like I had dipped a spoon in a jar of caramel and put it in my mouth, which is good, but not what I prefer as a candy bar.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I said what I said about dark chocolate, because that would like balance the caramel flavor more. It would kind of combat, because it would be like a little bit, you know how dark chocolate is like that slight bitterness to it, so it kind of cut through the sweetness.
I don't like dark chocolate that much, so
okay.
I don't disagree, but I don't agree.
Get along.
That's right. We're waving our white flags over here, agreeing to disagree.
Yeah.
Hooray. So, next one, Chocolatey Payday. I'm really curious about this one. I've never seen this before, and I like Payday a lot already. So, to add chocolate to the mix, let's see what it's like.
I've never really bought. I've never really been like a Payday person or bought Paydays. I think it's just one of the candy bars that you like, but I don't know. This will be interesting. Just a chocolate version of it. So I'm just expecting it to be very peanutty with a little bit of chocolate. It's pretty good. I like that.
It kind of has that, I can't think of the candy bar right now.
Salted nut roll.
Salted nut roll. It's got, well, the original salted nut roll is kind of like Payday. That was a comparable. But yeah.
It's like a chocolate salted nut roll.
And also reminds me of things that maybe you might get at the holidays, where like people put peanuts and caramel and then they dip it in chocolate, and it's like this, you know, little thing that you just get like with family members that make at the holidays. So
I would agree with that. I think it's pretty good. I think I like it more than like a regular Payday.
one thing I noticed too, I like Payday a lot, but Payday can have a way of like really like drying out your lips or being super salty because of the salty peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't stop me from buying it, but I think the chocolate kind of balances that out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd get this again. It's really good. There's a bunch of words in here that I don't know how to pronunciate, so I'm not even gonna try. Carrageenan, lecithin, mono and diglycerides. So you can see I'm butchering those words easily. But anyway, if I were to compare the two, as far as which one I would pick off the shelf first, it'd be the Chocolatey Payday. And that's my opinion.
I would also pick that one over the other one.
The thing I noticed about it, like comparing the two though, would be when I took the Milky Way, when I took a bite of the Milky Way, it was kind of like, I'm going to take a second bite out of curiosity, not because I'm like in love with it. The Payday, it was like, I took a bite of it and it was, you know, I took a second one because it was like, wow, I want another bite of this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I come to my conclusion of why I would pick one over the other.
Oh, that's good. I agree. I think there's just more texture, more flavors going on. I also like nuts better, so I think that, you know, could play a role too. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick the candy bar that has nuts in it than one that doesn't. So I agree with your assessment. I concur. I stand by it, and I approve of this message. So also, I thought we would look at the calories and sugar and all that stuff. So the Payday, Chocolate Payday, this is actually 3 servings for the king size. They think that 3 people are gonna eat this apparently. However, it's only 140 calories a serving, and 15 grams of sugar, as opposed to the Milky Way salted caramel. This is also a king size, but it's 2 servings. But the calories are still significantly higher at 210 calories a serving. And then the sugar, I thought this was pretty interesting, the comparison. This one has 27 grams of sugar, which this one only has 15. So I don't know, that's a pretty significant difference, I think. Not that like...
That's like 50%.
Not that you're eating candy bars to be healthy, but I mean, this is a little bit better of a choice from that perspective. So, you know, probably because it's mostly nuts, and this one is like entirely caramel, which is sugar. So,
yeah,
just thought it was interesting.
Sometimes I do look at candy bars like that, though. I mean, I know it's not like, oh, I'm gonna have abs of steel, and I gotta make sure I pick the right candy bar. Like, that's gonna help me with that, because obviously that's not gonna work. But I do sometimes when I'm snacking, because I like to eat a lot when I snack. Not just, hey, give me a little nibble, just give me a little bite. Like, that's not enough for me.
Yeah.
So I want to eat the whole candy bar. So to know that the sugar difference is that substantial, I mean, that would make a difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also see myself just eating the whole thing and not caring either. So it just depends on the day, depends on my goals at the time. So one thing I noticed that you said about the Payday was that the serving size is like for 3 people. There's no way in my household that would work. I mean, like, I grew up watching like Superman and stuff, and he's got like the strength of 10 men. So like, if you're gonna eat a candy bar, you gotta eat the whole thing by yourself. So it's like the strength of 3 men. Eat the whole thing by yourself.
Also though, I was thinking too, with the Payday, if it's 3 serving sizes and the Milky Way is 2, then maybe the sugar, we would have to figure that out. With the sugar wise, it might still be almost just as bad. Because the serving size was divided into 3. So maybe I have to revise my thoughts on that.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
So they're just being sneaky, trying to make you feel better. by saying, oh, it's only 140 calories a serving, but then you look and it's supposed to be for 3 people. And I'm sorry, but Greg said we live in America and we're not over here sharing our candy bars with everybody. So
that's right. Like Ron Swanson said, if you want to balloon up to 600 pounds, you have the right.
That's right.
So
you are free to do so.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.